Welcome back, guys. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 318, where we break down some jiu-jitsu rounds. I am currently on Twitch, so this is a live stream right now. If you happen to be here, welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, here I thought live streaming was people fighting live. Yeah, see, we're getting some chats here. Hello, Dan. That would be awesome. That's a good idea. We might have to do that. I like that too. But we're going to get into it. I don't know how this is going to look on YouTube, but I'm going to focus on Twitch right now because that's what I'm doing. Couple things to note. I had to change some things from my original setup because my original drawing annotation thing didn't work. So I have some new binds. I have some new key shortcuts, and I probably will make mistakes just like I did for the first 30 episodes of Stop Talk and Roll. So hopefully it's not too bad. I kind of have them down already. I have my draw, my delete, my cursor, and we're good to go. All right, back to the jiu-jitsu content. And feel free, if anybody has any questions, throw it in the chat. We have my man Dave over here in the white gi, and I don't know the gentleman in the blue gi's name, so we're just going to call him Jimmy, as I do. This is from a recent tournament this past weekend, Tap Cancer Out. And Dave sent this to me and said help. So help is on the way. Right off the bat, though, as I lament in every single time you guys engage in the gi, you got to break these grips. You can't let people control you. If you were on the street and someone walked up to you and just grabbed you, you wouldn't like that, right? That's the same thing that's happening here, okay? You can't let people just get a hold of you. You got to break those grips. There's many ways you can do it. In this instance, looking from either or, so from Jimmy's point of view, he probably has an easier job breaking the grip right now, is a very easy way is I like to go, my preferred method is a 2-on-1. So basically, you're going to grab on this side of the the sleeve, and your other hand will grab on this side of the sleeve. And what you're going to do 3 things at the same time. You're going to push the hand away. You're going to move your body back away from it. And this little detail that I like to add there is when I do this all at the same time, I like to curl my knuckles in right into their, the tendons on both sides. This isn't some gimmicky, McDojo-y kind of thing. It'll just slightly loosen the grip for a split second. They'll get it right back. But if you do them all at the same time, it does help. If they don't let go right away, though, you're going to just pump action, boom, boom, boom. You're going to hit it a few times and it'll break their grip most of the time. Sometimes you get some freaks, but that generally will handle it. And then Dave, I would look to try to recenter your body right now because you're very primed based on your positioning right now to get taken down in this direction. Okay. Okay. Got new binds. Am I still recording? Yes, we're still live. All right. So coming in here. Okay. Good guard pull. I'll take it. It's fine. Right into a knee slice. So a few options with this knee slice. When he comes in, you can go right into reverse De La Hiva. The knee shield's fine too, but one or the other, right? So you kind of just let him get through to quarter mount and get a hold of your collar here. So just something to kind of get him off you here. Apologize about the referee. Although he's there to keep everyone safe, he is currently blocking the action. There's nothing I can do about that. I apologize. My friends on Twitch in the chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I want to make this an interactive component. If you know nothing about jiu-jitsu, ask. I'll explain it. Looks like Jimmy is setting up a nice leg weave that can eventually lead into a mount take. So just being aware of that can help stave that off a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of all this space here, Dave. If you're going to do this, I would like to sit up and close this space. Reason being, something that Jimmy can do that's pretty easy is to drive his arm in heavy, and I think it's like a mirror lock. But basically, he's going to create an immense amount of pressure in your on your elbow and your shoulder. And it can be pretty difficult to deal with, especially when you're already tied up like this. I don't like shallow underhooks. I either go all the way, like where they can't dig at my elbow anymore, or I just stay out. One or the other. I don't like to just leave my hand there and have all this space here for him to torque my arm up. So just something to be aware of and careful of. All right, these binds aren't bad. So far, so good. I see some people here, but you're not commenting. Hello. I hope you can figure it out. It's tempting. Hello, thank you, Spencer 550. I'm assuming that's Spencer M. What's going on? Gotta give me some rounds, dude. So something Jimmy could do here is sit back. Dave, what I would look to do, I mean, you could turn. Oh, there you go. That works too. So, okay, awesome. This is something that I wanted to illustrate more. When you come around with this top leg, a suggestion, you got to fight on July 22nd. You'll be the first to get it. Awesome. Thank you. So what I could do here, what I love doing when I sweep somebody or pass somebody is, it's a simple concept. I learned it from like a Mendes brother video, or might have even been from a seminar or something a long time ago. A very simple concept. If someone wants to stand up, if someone wants to defend a sweep or defend getting past, whatever it is, like if they get put on their butt and they have to get back up, or if they're on their back and they're trying to get up, they have to put their feet on the ground. If you don't allow that to happen, it's near impossible to stand up. I mean, go try to stand up without putting your feet on the ground, okay? It's not going to happen. So what you could do, Dave, in this situation, instead of throwing your leg immediately over the top like this, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It is kind of swinging your weight over, and you're trying to like use the momentum to get over onto the other side, which in theory, works sometimes. But a more useful situation is to slow it down and take your instep and place it right here and lift. Don't allow this foot to come on the ground now. And sorry, this is kind of like awkwardly circling here. Don't allow this foot to come on the ground. And it's then gonna be a fight. And what you can do from there is, as you keep this instep lifted, you can slowly and take your time, applying pressure to the upper body, snake your hip out, free this leg, sprawl it back, and then come up on top. And then you'll finish the sweep that way, okay? And there's not much she can do about it. But that's easier said than done in a competition setting. But that's something you want to practice outside. Still got a 0-0 score, though, which is good. We have a closed guard now when the guy's pushing forward. So when a guy tripods on me in closed guard, I immediately, like it right here especially, he's primed for it. I take that instep and I'm going to throw it right underneath that leg and hook sweep him immediately. You can go either side, honestly, here. Yeah, you can go either side, but he's so screwed if you did it. I mean, so what I would do is I would take, if we're going to go this way or this way, sorry, mirrored camera there. If you go to your left, right? So we're end up over here, right? What you could easily do is take this leg, instep right under the thigh. You're going to be taking him this way. What I would do up here, okay, to take away this structure to this potential base, this post, is I would look to flare my elbow up towards my own head, okay? Boom, like so. And what that's going to do is it's going to lock his arm in place and elongate his body, which is going to make it a lot easier to take him over. His only post left to defend is going to be this leg, right? And if you really are diligent and you take him over in this direction, it like this top quadrant, right? If you have there's a lot of stuff on the screen right now. Let me clear some of this, right? So if you look at like the quadrants up here that you could take him, if you take him over here, there's nothing he can do to stop you. You take him right over, and honestly, he's so committed forward, you probably end up right in mount, which is in a competition setting, a nice 6-point play for you, a 6-point net of points. Always going for in the guard Ezekiel. That's you could throw baseball. Armbar there to defend that. The sweep is a good way to do that. If he's really committed to the choke, you sweep him over and then deal with it from mount. It's not that hard to deal with. You have a lot of, it's competition. You have a lot of power in that position, and mount, you can just stuff his face. Jimmy needs to be breaking this grip. The fact that I would be, so he wants to pass like that. Okay, you freed your arm. That's going to be a hard sweep to hit right there. Because generally, so see where his weight is, Dave? His weight's driving down and like up this direction, okay? It's going to be hard to take him over that way when his base is just kind of squared down. If you want to take him, like this bump sweep is realistically going to be taking him back this direction. So you kind of want his weight primed and going that way. If you wanted to sweep him here, again, I'm not to keep, I love the hook sweep, but the hook sweep, right? The hook sweep will work great here. Look how committed this arm is, right? He has that lapel. I don't know if that's screwing up your arm and your ability to move here, but that might be making it difficult. But putting this hook in over here and then taking him this direction would be a little bit easier because he's already kind of primed going that way. And even there, he elongates that leg. You can sneak this foot right in here and now use that to start bugging him. Oh, did I lose control? No, we're good. Sometimes I lose control of the video. Not a huge fan of same side grips. I mean, there's a time and a place for them. Oh, you're stuck. You are stuck, my friend. To deal with that, let me think. So, ooh, that's legit. I have to think about this. So, okay, if you don't see what's happening, Jimmy has grabbed the lapel, wrapped it around Dave's arm, and now has the lapel behind the back, and he's holding onto it here. So his gi jacket, you can see right here, it curves around and goes behind the back. So effectively what's happening is this arm is stuck, okay? The other thing that's happening is because he's pulling essentially this way and then it's going to be up, right? So he's pulling into him. What that's going to do is it's going to limit Dave's ability to turn this way, right? So to lift his right shoulder off the floor and turn towards the other side. So it kind of forces him to face this direction. So with that in mind, I mean, maybe, see, this is like the crazy stuff that you got to try sometimes in the gym. I don't know if you want to try this in competition, but I've gotten a lot more comfortable with just going belly down and going to turtle. I mean, the move here might be open your guard and just over correct and just heavily turtle to your right. Obviously, that's going to expose your back, but I mean, maybe you do it and you pivot off of this leg, off of your left leg, so you keep him as you turtle. So you're basically going to come up, unravel in this direction. So you're just unraveling the gi, and you keep this leg here driving into him to keep him on what would be your left side of the body when you come up. I don't know. That's rough. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because this is unusable right now. So I would look to get out of this situation. Right there actually might have been the move. Right there. You drive this down a little bit towards more his temple or the side of his face, and you give him just a shove. You shove him that way. You unravel. You just corkscrew out of there. He obviously does this. Maybe he anticipates you doing that. I don't know, but it's better than this because this is awful. Oh, he let it go. All right, there you go. Why did he, what prompted him to let it go? Let's see. Because they were here. So we squared back up in a second. Oh, maybe you pushed him away. Maybe it's a triangle threat because you got this knee to the inside. So maybe that's what prompts him to let it go. Because if he doesn't let that go, if we go back here, right? So he gets here, you could hypothetically retract this leg, right? And throw that right over the top for a triangle choke. So maybe it's just a preemptive kind of safety measure that he's taking. I don't know. I used to train with this guy, Shreyas. Shreyas, if you're out there, shout out to Shreyas. He used to do that stuff. Adonis as well. Adonis and Shreyas, big long dudes. They would get your hands behind your back or your lapel behind your back. It was such a pain to deal with. Oh, what'd we get? Stalling? Whatever. Doesn't mean anything until it does. Come on, ref. Whoever filmed this, by the way, beautiful job. Oh, I love these. Yep. Causes a reaction and you respond. I love that. So if you didn't see what he did there, Jimmy on top. I like to go a little bit further. I don't put my fist right into his neck. I'll drive it a little bit further past so you get like a proper choke. And I'll actually like hit a choke. I don't expect to finish it. The guy has to respond by opening their guard, and generally they'll go for an armbar, which is fine. I know it's coming, so I'll retract very quickly and get my elbow in tight and don't let them get that armbar access. Or they'll do what Dave did, which is he retracts his legs and goes to push him away. Both are fine. And that's kind of like a basic self-defense thing you should know, really. Like you shouldn't get caught with that if you're a blue belt or higher, right? That's a basic self-defense. Someone's on top of you trying to choke you. How do you get them off of them? Armbar or just pushing them away with your legs. Look at that. We're competing and we're learning some self-defense. Just shout out some of my teammates. Dan raised over $40,000 at Tap Cancer Out, which is so ridiculous. It's amazing. And then our team, all in all, raised over $68,000 for the Tap Cancer Out charities or whatever. I am not quite sure what they do with the money. I imagine it's for cancer research and whatnot. But pretty awesome. Again, Dave, a hook in here. Oh, and this is about to end. Was that a tap? Or was that time? Oh, that's so unfortunate. It like ends. I don't want it to run out because then I have to like open up the whole video. And oh, was it a tap? Oh, it looks like a tap. What did he get you with that same choke? That's unfortunate. That's behind. I'm gonna. Oh, maybe right there we can determine. So you're good still. Yeah, you see how his elbow gets free right there? Oh, looks like maybe the Ezekiel that he was trying earlier. It looks like the Ezekiel with the elbow on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. Well, let's try. Not to keep lamenting but like the hooks act as a way to get them off of you, which is why I originally used butterfly guard so much and why I find it so important to have in anyone's game. So you can use that to kind of keep them off of you. All right, well, just because we're on Twitch, I usually do one of these and I'm done, but if I close this, I gotta get like like one of those cool streamer break decals or whatever, little screen. Appreciate you guys hopping on the old Twitch there. I might do these. I think I'm gonna do these in the evenings. Maybe I do these live. How can I do this live? like with like live rounds. That might be fun. I don't know. All right, I'll think about it. Anyways, I'll make this a twofer. I'm just gonna release this. I don't even think I'm gonna edit it. I'm just it's like probably not gonna do well on YouTube, but whatever. We'll just go double up. All right, we got Dave's second round here. Boom. It's probably terrible for my algorithm. This guy looks familiar. Do I know him? He does look familiar. All right, let's see. Dave with the upright judo stance. This guy doesn't want anything to do with it. You can tell. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Dave. Very nice with the sacrifice throw. Beautiful setup. Hold on. Let's watch that again. So you can see, what's really cool is this guy was very, like, all of his energy was just going back. Like his weight was not going forward. How'd you lull him into that? So he's just pulling back. He's pulling back. He's not breaking grips. Boom, boom. You go backwards, 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 and then you pull him forward. Dude, very, very nice. Highlight reel. Whoever's in the chat right now, I hope you enjoyed that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a reap in the gi. Is that a reap? No. Okay. Oh, just strip that off, Dave. Don't let him keep that. Dave. Oh, what did I do? What did I hit? Oh, this is the bad part. Video. Aspect ratio. Yeah, that's fine. What the hell did I just hit? Did I? Oh man, I messed something up. Oh, crop? I don't want to crop it. That's what I did. Default. Big. There we go. Okay. I guess now I need to edit it. Great. 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 Okay, so what you want to do is take to strip this grip, and I'll just leave it here. You want to do this earlier. Take your hand like so, and you're going to place it right on the foot, and then you're going to strip it right off, okay? Your palm's going to face out like towards them, so don't try to go over the top. That can be hard. Put your palm facing forward and strip it down. This is something I've learned kind of recently, which is cool, is this hook motion. He's actually pointing his foot, which creates a better hook with the heel. Just something to consider. It's kind of cool. Not sure if it's ideal, but that, sir, is questionable. Is that a knee bar? It's in the gi. Now listen, I don't care about the heel hooks, but that looks a little sketch in the gi there. Okay, pulls guard. Knee slice right through. Get that, dive for that underhook right here. So what is this doing for you? Underhook, 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 underhook. Get an underhook. All right. Lost a mouth guard there. This guy knows some submissions, though. He's going for some subs. Seems like a no-gi guy. I saw somebody else doing this too. I don't like this back take at all. I don't know why people are... Does he get away with that? Get up, 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 up. Get on your knees, no points. Sorry, we're like drifting away from the action right now. All right, hold on, let's back it up. This back take, I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, this is not a good position. Like, Dave, you can just lift your hips right now and he just falls off. There's nothing keeping him attached to you. The only time it's appropriate to do this is if you're going to shift sides. So if he were to like drift his foot back. Yeah, bottom hook. Thank you. Bottom hook first. If you were to drift this hook in and drift this leg around, okay, this would become his bottom hook and it's fine. But otherwise, this is, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I don't like this. I'm not a proponent of this. I think it's, I think it's just very, I don't know. I'll play with it today, but I don't think this is good. In my long time doing this position and taking the back from turtle. Because look. So he pulls you, like this does become the top hook. So what you could do is just spin out right now. Nothing's stopping you from the bottom side. I mean, I guess the collar changes things potentially, but even then, if you prevent that grip from back here, right? Like if you prevent him from getting that back here, like where does he get it? Does he have it? Oh, he has it already. But no, not well though. And even still, you should be able to turn right here. He's not underneath. Yeah, so just keep turning. And then up. Immediately turn. I would get into the dogfight position there. You could even considering this leg right here, this hand, you can even consider going under his foot and pinning his foot to his butt. If you pin somebody's foot to their butt, they lose a lot of power. It's very difficult to kick your leg back out if you connect their heel to their butt. Okay? Excuse me. Maybe I can get the chat in the video. I'll play with that after. All right, so I think we got 2-2 right now. We got a takedown versus a sweep. Top guy's being a little bit more aggressive though, Dave. I'll be non-biased with you. You have a Darce choke potential right there, or an arm in guillotine. This guy likes his guillotines. What I would look to do right now is slowly work myself not to that side of the body. So you want to go to the other side of the body. That you're walking into the choke, but your head's free. Nice and good pressure. Yep. Oh, come back. All right. Back exactly where you just were was good. Much the omoplata. I was going to say, if you're worried about that, you could turn your hand over, which you just did. I like that. Nice. Get that out. Still 2-2. I think. You're on top now, though, and he swept you. Did he pull guard again? How did that happen? Let's go let it go for a second, and then we'll check it out. Oh, no. Don't let him sweep you, Dave. Oh, no. That's the 2 that seals the deal, I'm assuming. Oh, a Kimura? A Kimura seals the deal. Easy guy. Okay. All right. So let's see here first. He punches it through. Oh, and your hand's stuck too. That's terrible. Ugh. I mean, I like to do some funky stuff here. Like I get my legs in play. So like one of the things you can do to kind of at least hold off the Kimura is if you can get a wedge behind this arm, he can't rotate. So what I'll do is I'll lay to my back and get my left leg, Dave. So that would be like this side of your leg over here. I'll swing it back up and look to get my knee, my like kneecap, essentially right in here. Okay, it's not gonna like fit exactly in there, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And I use that because now watch when he goes to turn, right? And if your knee's there, right? So like if you have a wedge right here, geez, that was a tight one. He can't get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a test of Twitch. Dan and Spencer and Mikal and Juliet, I appreciate you hopping on and checking it out. If I missed you, anybody else, I also appreciate you. I figured that it would be not an ideal time. I'll figure out a better time, but I figured I could do kind of a bunch of these and have some interaction with the chat and answer questions as we go, kind of more of an interactive version of the show, and then just post the highlights on YouTube. So I'll edit it after and put the highlights on YouTube. I probably won't do that this time because I have a lot going on today, but one thing at a time. You just learn a little bit here, a little bit there, slowly make improvements, just like jiu-jitsu. Just keep plugging away. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to stop recording YouTube. You guys on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, all those lovely things. I'll catch you later.